Hi, this is Mark from ShelMark Sales again. I thought I would try something a little different. People have been asking me what type of postcards sell, and I always just, the generic answer is they all do. All types, all prices. So I thought I would go through, as I'm packing up the postcards for this weekend, to go out tomorrow, Monday, show you some of the cards that sold. Now I've already packed up 7 cards for eBay earlier, but we have 8 more from eBay and 9 for Etsy to go through. So that's a total of 24 cards that sold this Sunday. And as I go through each one, I'll try to make it as smooth as possible and a little quick. Most videos for postcards are a little slow. I'm going to try to make this more interesting by cutting out some of the slack when I edit the video. But hang with me and you'll get to see what types of cards sold. And if this works out, I'll do this every so often so you get a good variety on what's selling. Now remember, most of our postcards are the lower cost postcards. The chrome, the linens, normal cards, stuff like that. So I would say 85% of our cards, 90% sell for $4.45 and free shipping. So you're going to see a lot of that. But if we're kind of like in the volume more than we are in the individual high price cards. And some of the cards will sell for $4.45 that I could have got more money for it if I researched a little bit more and stuff like that. But our business model is based on volume. If someone can buy a card from us that's worth a lot more money, they can resell it or have it for their collection, that's no problem for us. So we get these cards in big lots. We list everything from birds, fish, turtles, flowers, linens, chromes, everything. So, and also 99% of our cards are standard size. They're not 6x4 Continentals. And that's about it. So let's get going with this, and hopefully it isn't too slow. So the first card that sold on eBay, and as my other videos, you'll see that we have a inventory number on every one. This is 10241. It's Calico Mine in Knott's Berry Farm. And this is a chrome card because it's shiny. It's probably from the 60s or 70s. It's not been posted. I consider anything posted that has a postmark on it. Just because it has a stamp or writing, to me, doesn't mean it's posted. So this is a clean, unused card. Chrome. It was actually, this was an offer, was sent to the buyer, and this sold for $4 and free shipping. And like I said, I'll cut out as much as I can without losing. And the buyer for this one is from Washington. That's another thing I tracked when I first started doing postcards. People were telling me what sells and not sold. I got to talk to a lot of postcard people to learn about them. You learn the basics: linen, chrome, Continental, standard, undivided back, divided back, private postcards and stuff like that. So when I get them all done, I just put them on the shelf. I have this little door here, there's a little shelf on it, and that's where I put them. But like I said, when I first started doing postcards, you want to talk to a lot of people. I really wish I could get to some postcard shows to talk to more people, learn a little bit more about postcards, so I can get a couple extra dollars out of some of them, stuff like that. The next one that sold is Martha Mary Chapel, Wayside in Sudbury, Massachusetts. Now this is a linen card, and you can tell that it's got a higher rag count. You can just feel the difference. I always got to feel them a lot when I see the cards, but that's a chapel, and churches do sell. This is not used, hasn't been posted. The edges are really nice, the color's good. So this is a nice one for someone's collection. And this sold for $4.45 in free shipping. Okay, so the next one that sold is a chrome card. It's of Douglas Avenue Bridge in Wichita, Kansas, if you can see that. So again, it's shiny, it's got the chrome on there. Now this is a posted postcard. It was posted in 1959 in Wichita, Kansas. It's got a 3-cent stamp on it. has some writing. So this is what they call a used card. The edges have a little bit of wear, but not bad, and it's a nice picture for someone's collection on there. And this sold for $4.45, free shipping. The next card that sold is an autumn scene at Vanderbilt Mansion in Hyde Park, New York. Now, this is kind of on the edge of a linen or a chrome. It's got a 1-cent stamp box on the back. So I would probably, it could almost be a white border, but it's not. It could be. So this is one I would leave up to the collector to make a decision on what they want to do with that. Unused card. There is $1.50 penciled in, but I don't remove those. But that's what that card is. This card sold for $4.45, free shipping. Next one that sold was a high school in Kearney, Nebraska. And that's a chrome card with some writing on top of a high school in Kearney, Nebraska. Probably someone that went to that school. It's unused on the back, but that is a chrome card with the shininess and stuff. So, and new senior high school, Kearney, Nebraska. Another thing you want to look for is there's a little, if you look closely, right above my finger, there's a car. And that's an older 1950s, 1960s car. So that's what people buy them also for, is they'll pick out the car. This is an older station wagon. So it's all about, people buy postcards for memories, places they've been to, or also visually. Not by the title as much or anything. They search by the title with some things, but a lot of it is by what's on the card. So someone might have saw this little car on there, and that might have been a car they had, or they went to this high school. You never know. A lot of times I get a lot of notes from people saying, hey, I went to that high school, and give me a big story. I always reply to those people to get more history from them, because they took the time to buy the card, they took the time to send me a story about it. I always reply. It's just not even customer service, it's just being nice to the people, to speak to them. And it's kind of neat with the history. All right, the next one that sold is Hotel Governor Clinton in New York. Postmark 1944. So that was a hotel in New York called Hotel Governor Clinton. Postmark 1944. It's got a 1-cent stamp on the back. On there, got some writing. I would say this is probably a white border. So this sold for $4.45, free shipping. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people said certain things don't sell, hotels and stuff like that. I sell them all, and I did some tracking when I first started doing postcards of them on mountains, every state. I had probably 150 things I was tracking every time I sold a postcard. I stopped that for 3 months because everything, mountains, goats, flowers, hotels, boats, Niagara Falls, everything. I sold everything. So I said the chromes, linens, white border, divided back, undivided back, real photo postcards. I don't get many of those, but everything's sold at the prices that we do it for. And a lot of people are happy with the prices we have, the shipping. Now remember, with that $4.45, the free shipping is in there. The 55 stamp is what it costs to mail these. That's inside that cost as well. Now we have volume discounts on our eBay store. So if you buy more than one card, up to 3 cards, it's 10%. Anything over 3 cards is 15%. So that kind of reduces that 55 cents. So we don't do refunds that much unless they buy a lot of cards on shipping. We'll give them a little bit back, but most of the time that volume discount takes care of it. We've had a few people ask for 50 cents back or whatever. eBay doesn't allow with managed payments to refund less than $1. So we don't get many of that at all. So next one is sold is called Ships at Goodrich Dock, Muskegon, Michigan. So there's some ships at this Goodrich Dock, the Arizona, the USS United States, SS Grand Rapids are in a port. And this is a white border card. It's not a linen, it's not a chrome. on there. So boats do pretty well, especially if you get them in the titles, right? People searching for them. But that one's got a little bit of smoke coming out, so that's, you know, a nice looking card. And this sold for $4.45 plus free shipping. Now it might look like I'm doing these real fast, but in between, what I'm doing is I'm putting a new sleeve for the collector on the card to protect it. Then I'm putting it into the envelope and then sealing it up once I get, and then I click on get the, in eBay, you can actually go to the shipping label part, and there's a little copy button to copy the address, and then I copy and paste that to a Dymo label, just like that. And then that's what we put on. Next one that sold was a chrome card of La Jolla, California. So it's basically a chrome card of, and this is kind of either a skyline, or you want to call it a panoramic, or it's aerial view, bird's eye view. And you want to put those into the title because people sometimes search on those. It wasn't posted. It does have a like a flea market little pencil price up there for $1. Someone put on at one time, but that's a chrome card, the shininess of it. So 50s, 60s, 70s. But it's an unused card, and that sold for $4.45 free shipping. As I was doing this, I sold, you know, those last two cards, and another card just came in, and that's how it is. They just come in all day long, the postcards with the free shipping. We just sell them every day, just all day. Most of it usually comes in the evenings, but we constantly sell cards all day long. And this one is a covered bridge in Ohio. It says a historic covered bridge. So we have got into a collection that had a lot of covered bridges, and this is one of them. So that's a chrome card. Even though it looks like a picture, it's it's a chrome card where they print that on there. So it has a little bit of writing on it, but it really doesn't cause any issue with the price or the value of it. And that sold for $4 in free shipping, so probably a 10% offer went to that buyer for this card. Okay, so that's it for the eBay orders so far to this evening. So that's the stack of postcards that we did. We got 16 postcards here for eBay. Like I said, I did a few before I started this video, but that's about $65 to $70 worth of sales right there. In there. And then I have 9 other ones that I'm going to go through that we sold on Etsy. In between working with the video and doing the other eBay ones, 2 more eBay cards just sold. And then I'll get into the Etsy cards. So the first one that just sold was Merida College oldest building, Irving Hall. So that's a college. That's in Ohio. It's a chrome card, unused. So that one sold. I think to somebody that probably went to that college, as they bought another one, Andrews Hall. So this one's a white border card. It's got a 1-cent stamp box on the back. But if you notice, there's some things on the side, a little tape from like it was in a book. A lot of times, if it isn't too bad, I'll go ahead and post those, as people still want the image or the card. And what I find with a lot of collectors is, say they get this card, they'll put that in their collection until they can get a better card of this, or they find another one. So that's usually how the collectors work, is they'll get a card to put a placeholder in their collection, then they get a better card, then they get a better card, then they get a mint card. So that's what they're trying to work up to. But this person's probably got memories of this college, or someone went there, they're going to send it as a gift, etc. But those 2 sold for college. Each card sold for $4.45, free shipping. Total for the order was $9.15 for 2 cards. Now let's move into the Etsy cards. So the first card that sold on Etsy was Western Carolina College in Cullowhee, North Carolina. It's a chrome card of a building. I think it's the administration building, yeah. So it's a nice chrome card. The edges are really nice, unused, pretty clean card. So probably somebody went to that college in there. That one sold for $4.45 plus shipping. Now on Etsy, doing the labels and copying the address is a little different. There's not a copy button for you like eBay makes it easy for you. You have to actually highlight the address and copy it over and paste it onto the Dymo. Where with eBay, you just hit the copy button and then paste it. So, not as straightforward. The next one that's sold on Etsy is sightseeing boats at Cypress Gardens. You're going to see a lot of postcards in the chrome world for Cypress Gardens. And this is of boats that they had sightseeing there. It's a chrome card. The Wonderland of Tropical. Nice card. I would say it's from the 50s. But someone, probably went there in their travels and now they wanted a memory of that. And the next one that sold on Etsy was the International Bridge to Tijuana, Mexico. This is a linen card of the bridge. It's got some older 1950 cars on there, or earlier. You actually got a couple gentlemen sitting on the bridge. This is a used card. It's a Mexican card. It's by saying on there, I think a Tarjeta Postal. It's got a 12-cent stamp on it, but it's a linen card. It's in pretty good shape. Got some yellowing. It was in a book. As you see the shading, I don't know if you can see that there's a shading difference here when they had the triangles in the book on the acid-free book, supposedly. But that doesn't usually hurt the value of the card because they want the front of the card. I can't tell when it was postmarked, but nice card. So someone must have went across that bridge. This sold for $4.45, free shipping. It's going to Leamington, Pennsylvania. Okay, so the next ones that sold on me, this was an order of 2. These are, one of them is, you're going to see one sold on this order, and then another type of card for the same place sold on another order. So this is probably one of those cards you want to look for when you're going through like antique malls. I usually don't buy a lot of big lots at antique malls, or I look through the baskets in each booth. I look for baskets or little boxes with postcards. Some of the things I look for is Puerto Rico, Mexico, interesting stuff, and this card I'm going to show you in a second. So both of these cards together, they sold for $4.45 a piece, total of $8.90 for both, free shipping. So the first one that I've just been talking about is the Graham's Chinese Theater. Oh, we just dropped it on there. So every time I get these cards and put them up, they pretty well sell. Yeah, I could raise the price on them, but people are buying these for $4.45, free shipping. I'll sell them all day long. Now, if you look on the back, there's some smudging and stuff like that. That doesn't really take the value off the card, but in the front here, the bleed through from the postmark is kind of went through too. But like I said, these are not your high dollar, $100 cards. This is a chrome card of the Graham Theater, Chinese Theater in Hollywood, California. And the other one part of this order is another California card, and I've sold cards like this before too. It's the Tournament of Roses Pasadena Parade. It looks like there's a float there. It's a chrome card, posted in 1970, I think, is what it says. It's got a 6-cent stamp on it. It's got some writing on the back, so it's been posted. The edges are a little worn, not too bad, but for a chrome card of since 1970, not too bad. It's from Pasadena, California. Both of these cards are being shipped to the buyer in Redlands, California. And the total of the order was $8.90. I think I said that before. The next order on Etsy is 3 cards. Now, people have asked me, is Etsy really worth it selling postcards? The fee structure on Etsy is a little different. You got to watch it. They don't have a store charge. They do have like Etsy Plus for $10 a month. You get 25 free listings or something. But there is no store. They charge you 20 cents for 4 months for every listing. So if you go out there and you put 100 listings on there, that's, you know, 20 cents, you're gonna have $20, and then 4 months later $20, and just keep going. So you got to watch how you do it. It's a little different than eBay. Also, it's a little slower on Etsy than it is eBay for selling things. It's really a crap place. I tried a toy store on there. I did sell some things, but I ended up pulling it off and going to the flea market or whatever. I do still have a few things in the toy store on Etsy, but the postcard store is SMPostcards, just the same as it on eBay. I can give you the exact figures for January 2021. So 80% of my cards sell on eBay, 14% on Etsy, and 5% on Hip Postcards. Now, we didn't sell any today on Hip Postcards, but Hip Postcards is another site that you can sell postcards on, and it automatically integrates with eBay. So you can connect your Hip store to your eBay. So if I put a card on eBay and list it, by the time I get over to the Hip site, it's already there. So you got different people looking at things. So Hip has like Hip comic books, Hip stamps, Hip postcards. There's what they call a niche site, or niche, how you want to say it. Most serious postcard sellers on eBay have a Hip postcard. I just transferred over, so I put it on sale on eBay. It'll all go to Hip. So you got to watch it. You make a little bit more money on Hip because you don't have all the fees, but the volume, like I said, 81% on eBay, 14% sell on Etsy, and 5% on Hip. So where do I focus my time? eBay. But I do put Etsy, and I do automatically look at the Hip. So with that. So this order that we got here is for 3 cards, and this is going to, another one going to Redlands, California. This order is the Avenue of Palms. So in Florida they have what they call Avenue of Palms all over the place. They have royal palms going down. This is a white border card with those king palms on there. Now this one has writing on the back and an address, but it does not have a stamp or a postmark, so I don't call this posted, that card. The next card is another of this order, is another one of the royal palms. I've sold this card before, and this is a chrome card, postmarked. I can't really tell, but it does have writing and post on the back. It has a 4-cent stamp on there, so that's a chrome card. Now, we sold the Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood, California, and we just sold another different type of card of that Grauman's Chinese Theater. So whenever you see Grauman's Chinese Theater, Hollywood, California, I pick them up in the baskets or wherever. If I'm leafing through a lot and I see some of these, I know they're gonna sell. They always do. Then this is a white border card. It's not linen. It's not chrome. White borders are like 30s, so usually white borders sell pretty good. Not posted, no writing on the back. So that's 2 cards within 1 day of this Grauman's Theater, Hollywood, California. This order of 3 cards total was $13.35. Each card sold for $4.45. Now the last order that we got on Etsy, and this is kind of interesting. So I had a lot of people all the time ask me what kind of sleeves I use for the postcards, what kind of envelopes, etc. So what I did is I put a listing up in my store, both on eBay and Etsy, of the envelopes that I use to mail out in, and also the sleeves, just to point people there. Now I put a premium price on it because I'm not really in the postcard supply business, but it's easy for me to direct people there and just say, hey, go look, take a look at that. That's what I have. Lately, the 6x4 envelopes that I have here, they're on back order. I've had to order for 4,000 of them since late November. So luckily I carry a lot of stock on those, but I did have them in my store, and I've sold probably half a dozen orders in the past week or so of those envelopes. And I had to watch and go and bring the quantity down in my listings, because I usually carry a lot of those and I can sell them in lots of 10. But since everybody's looking for them, I just sold 33 lots of 10 of these for $8.85, and this will ship, you know, first class for 13 ounces. But they're put it right in here. They're blank envelopes to somebody that needs them. I'm glad I can help out, but I think they just cleaned my Etsy store out of the 30 cards, and I have 30 left in eBay because I need to hang on to my stock because I'm not for sure when that supply is coming in. So that's another thing that I do with postcard supplies. So if you have supplies, like in my toy store, I sell the packing peanuts. I have, you know, dozens of bags of big packing peanuts. People make slime out of those. So I put those up there for a premium price, 2-gallon bag, $9, free shipping. I've probably sold 2 or 3 dozen of those. That's paid for a bag of peanuts. So if you got a lot of supplies and you can, replenishable, easy to do, stick them up there for premium price. You might sell a few. It'll pay for it a little bit. So that's the total. We have 27 cards total, and if they all sold for $4.45, so we have over $100 in postcards and postcard supplies in one day, selling those on there. Now I'm going to keep doing probably some of these videos like this. They'll probably get a lot better. This is the first time around. The editing should cut out a lot of the fluff in there, so it should go pretty quick. But I'll continue to do them. And if you got any questions you want me to talk about during these videos on postcards, just put them in the comments below. I'll answer them there, and I'll try to answer them on the videos. Thanks for watching, and appreciate it.